up, guys? Welcome back to our Sport Universe Reacts. So, trade deadline reaction. I'm going to do the three major trades that happened today. Obviously, there were other ones. Have them all written down here. So, let me get into it. I gotta find the page. My notebook's broken. It's very sad. Okay. So, the first trade was Warriors and Timberwolves, I'm sorry. It was for D'Angelo Russell and Andrew Wiggins were the two players involved. So, the way the trade worked, let me read. I'm not wearing my glasses, so if you see me looking very close at this notebook, that'll be why. So it was D'Angelo Russell for Andrew Wiggins. The Warriors also got a 2021 top 3 protected first-round pick, a 2021 second-round pick, Jacob Evans, Omari Spellman. That was it. So, the way that I look at this, it was kind of like a win-win for both sides. I think D'Angelo Russell is a much better player, in my opinion, than Andrew Wiggins is. Wiggins is having one of his best seasons this year, and maybe he's going to break out and become the star that everyone thought he was going to be back like 4 years ago when he was drafted, or 5 years ago, I don't know, at this point. So it was fair that the Warriors got some picks and other players. Jacob Evans and Omari Spellman are both second-year players. Spellman seems to have more of a ceiling than Jacob Evans does, if I remember what I saw correctly. Omari Spellman is power forward. Jacob Evans is a shooting guard. They're both young players. To add to a young roster, I don't know how much of an impact they're going to actually have. I think, obviously, the big things were the picks, Andrew Wiggins for Russell. In my opinion, this trade, you see, this is where the Warriors get confusing in my head, because, this is, such a blimp of a season for them. They're going to go into next season a great team again when everyone gets back healthy. So, I do want to say the Warriors for that reason, because, they weren't going to have to use D'Angelo Russell next season, in my opinion, and they needed to trade him. But then again, the Timberwolves get a really good point guard or shooting guard, however they want to use him. He's going to be an all-star this season, I'm pretty sure. He's averaging 21.1 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds. So Wiggins is actually having a better season than Wiggins is actually having a better season than Russell. I think Russell's still the better player. It was a pretty even trade. I guess if I had to pick a winner, I'm going to say the Warriors, because they got some picks. The protected pick, who knows what will happen with that. But Andrew Wiggins is a solid young player. I think he's 24, 25 now. So I guess the Warriors won. It's kind of even trade, in my opinion. The next one I want to talk about more, I guess I care more about this trade than any of them. It was the Clippers, Warriors, and Knicks 3-team trade. So the Clippers from this trade got Marcus Morris and Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas is going to be waived. That's what they're saying. Marcus Morris, I think, is having one of his best seasons of his career. He's been the best player for the Knicks this season, averaging 19.9 points. I think it's 19.9 points. Really great numbers all around. There's nothing bad you could say about him. It was just the Knicks. I'm going to get into this, but the Knicks needed to get rid of him. The Knicks received Mo Harkless and a 2020 first-round pick. 2020 first-round pick is probably going to be a late pick because the Clippers are good this season. Mo Harkless is going to be coming off the books next season. And then the Wizards get Jerome Robinson. Jerome Robinson is a role player at best. I feel like the Wizards must have gotten something else, but that's what I read that they got, so we're going to go with that. So for this deal, I think the Knicks could have gotten much more from Marcus Morris, but I'm happy they didn't stick with him. I think it was $220 when the news came out about this deal, so I mean, it makes sense. They could have waited it out a little bit longer, but they got the deal done. They don't have Marcus Morris on the team anymore. There's no reason to keep him as a 1-year contract. What are they gonna? They're not making the playoffs, so what's the reason of keeping him? Get what you can from him. First round pick's a very good, could be a very good player, even if it's late in the round. I think they also got a 2nd round pick. There's some other things where you like flip-flop picks and stuff like that, but I didn't feel like that was important to address. Mo Harkless doesn't really matter. I mean, if we're looking at a winner of this deal, I guess it's the Clippers. They get a really good player in Marcus Morris. Didn't have to give up much. Yeah. Okay. So the next trade was the Cavs and Pistons trade with Andre Drummond. So the Cavs got Andre Drummond. And the Pistons got John Henson, Brandon Knight, and a 2nd round pick in 2023. So I think Andre Drummond has an opt-out for next season. It'll be interesting to see if he uses it because he is getting paid like a significant amount of money. And I'd be kind of surprised if he wanted to keep. If he wanted to test free agency, because I don't think he'd get the same amount of money that he could be getting if he opted into the contract. If I'm kind of confused why the Cavs did this trade. Maybe they're hoping that he doesn't opt in. Technical difficulties. I'm sorry. My phone's storage was full, so however that affects you personally, I'm sorry. So, like I was saying, why the Cavs did this, kind of confused on, but it also was a very low cost for them, so it kind of makes somewhat of sense. Andre Drummond's still only 26 years old. It seems like he's been in the league forever, but he can definitely maybe help the growth of the team with Con Sexton and there's another one. I think Kevin Porter is on that team. Kevin Porter Jr. So it was, for the Pistons side, I mean, they got like basically nothing. John Henson, Brandon Knight are 2 expiring contracts, a 2nd round pick in 2023 for Andre Drummond, who has been a headache for them, but you'd expect them to get more for him. I mean, it was similar to Marcus Morris, but Andre Drummond's a much better player. But I think Andre Drummond, it just never seemed to go well, that team. And also, on the Cavs side of things, if Andre Drummond decides to stick it out with them, if he decides to opt in, I mean, the Cavs aren't going to be a big name team on the market next season to try and get people to come to the Cavs. So if he opts in, that's basically like a free agent signing for them, and then I'm guessing his contract expires after that season. So it should be interesting. Those are the 3 biggest trades. The next trade I was going to talk about was the Rockets Clint Capella trade, but Nick did a point of view on that on our Instagram, so you can go check that out. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Any interest writing for us, editing videos, graphic design, any way you think you can help us, contact us at thesportuniverse2019@gmail.com. And other than that, thanks for watching. Bye.